How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to my latest video game pickups video. As you saw by the title, I went to Japan this month, and I came back with a lot of video games and more. In fact, I have a lot more to show off from my trip than just video games, but this is going to have to wait for my next video because I have so many things to show off for video games and related today that's what I'm going to focus on instead. And I'm actually going to start out with stuff that I got not from Japan. So I have this whole pile of games here that have been sitting on my shelf over the last few months, and now's the time when I'm going to be showing it off. So this pile is stuff that I've gotten before now, and then I'll show off the stuff that I got from Japan afterwards. So let's see here. Let's start off with this. As you can see here, I got a copy of Little Kitty Big City for the Nintendo Switch. I ordered this from Fangamer. I was really hoping that this would come in before I left for Japan so that I'd be able to play it on the plane. But according to tracking, it actually arrived here the day I left. So just missed it by that much. Oh well, tremendous game, looking forward to playing it. My wife's looking forward to playing it too. And it actually came with this. I think this is a little sticker collection. So let's see, we've got some stuff here. It kind of looks like Banjo-Kazooie down there on the bottom. I guess that's because that's what it is. And yeah, that's what this is, some Banjo-Kazooie stuff. Anyway, so a fun little extra thing here from Fangamer. Cool stuff. Let's see. I also got these Wii U games. I'm still working on my Wii U collection, and thanks to these 4 games that I picked up, well, 3 games anyway, I believe I'm down to only missing 13 games from my North American Wii U collection. My original hope was to complete that set by the end of this year. That's not happening because I bought a house, and that's where all my money is going to be going for the foreseeable future. So unfortunately, I won't be able to finish that collection this year, but I did buy these games, and I'm very happy to have gotten these games. So, this fills in a few of those gaps in my collection, and that's still important. So, let's go ahead and show them off. So, the games that I got are Barbie, a Dreamhouse Party, and as you can see up there, I actually found this out in the wild. When you're only missing like less than 10% of the game's library, you don't really expect to find that many out in the wild, but I did. I was missing this one Barbie game, so I found it, and now it's mine. I also picked up Mario Party 10. This is probably the biggest game on the Wii U that I was still missing, or the most popular game on the Wii U I was still missing. I am missing like Game & Wario, and the big one I'm missing is Book of Unwritten Tales 2 still. So, but in terms of like games that everyone on the Wii U who has a Wii U already has, this was probably the biggest one. So yeah, have that now. And I also picked up Rapala Pro Bass Fishing. So yeah, I think that the reason I picked this up is because it was like the cheapest game that I was missing that I could find. Something like that. Anyway. And the reason that I had to correct myself that I only got 3 new games is because I actually did pick up another Wii U game. Mario Party 10. So, it's the same game, except that this is the red case and this is the blue case. If I remember right, the red case was the original copy that came with the silver and gold Mario amiibo, and the blue case was the reprint that didn't come with an amiibo at all. I actually bought this one first, but I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. The guy never shipped it after like 3 or 4 weeks. So, Facebook automatically refunded me. I didn't ask for the refund. They saw in their system, oh, the guy never shipped it. He never provided a tracking number, and you never said you got it, so here's your refund. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll take that money and buy this off eBay. After this showed up, the guy shipped it. This was like a week or 2 after I got the refund. I never paid for this. Well, I did pay for it, but I got my money back, and then he shipped it to me. Like, this is free for me somehow. I don't know how that works. I don't know what the rules are, what the laws are concerning that, but I got my refund. I never asked for this. He sent it to me anyway, so there you go. I now have 2 copies of Mario Party 10. I did not plan that. I promise that it was the weirdest thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with these now. I like the red one better, for the record. I just like the Wii U cases that are a different color. And finally, I got 2 new releases from East Asia Soft. So I've explained this before. Every single time I show off these games, I get paid for streaming for East Asia Soft on their Twitch channel 3 times a week, twitch.tv/EastAsiaSoft. And part of my payment is that they send me whatever new games release that I want. So the 2 new games that came out are Tokyo Clan Pool for Nintendo Switch. We got this nice limited edition here, nice big box. It comes with the game, the soundtrack, manual, sticker sheet, art book, and poster. And as you can see here, this is number 33. Every single limited edition is individually numbered, and yep, that's number 33. And I also got this, which is the game that I'm currently playing through for them on their Twitch channel on Sundays. In fact, I'm recording this about 2.5 hours before I need to start streaming this for them. So yeah, this is Zhanyan Sword, The Gate of Firmament. I love the Zhanyan Sword series. All of the Chinese RPGs have been amazing for me. So I played through Zhanyan Sword 7 and Zhanyan Sword Mist Beyond the Mountains, and here we are, Zhanyan Sword, The Gate of Firmament. Nice, beautiful limited edition here for the PlayStation 5, and it is number 27. I know the lighting isn't the best, but there it is. So yeah, thank you as always to East Asia Soft for sending me these games. And yeah, those are what I picked up outside of my trip to Japan. And now I need to go grab the stuff that I bought in Japan, so give me just a second. Seconds up, I've got all my stuff here that I want to show off, and I'm just going to start with this because I don't have anywhere on my desk to put it. So, if you'll recall last year in 2024, I made a video, I'm sure most of you never watched it, where I went over the top 5 things that I am missing from my game collection but I want to own someday. And one of those, I think it might have been number 1, was... No, it wasn't number 1, but it was this. A Sega Dreamcast. So, somehow I haven't actually gotten one of these until now, and one of my goals when I went to Japan was to pick one up, and I did. So here it is, my own Sega Dreamcast. I think this was the most popular console that I was missing. I'm missing a few consoles. I think the number 1 console that I want now is a 3DO. That's probably the biggest one that I'm missing. I have pretty much all the major ones besides those. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Very happy. It looks in great condition. The only caveat is this didn't come with a power cord, which is fine because it just takes the standard power cord. It didn't come with a video cable, which is also fine because I'm going to get like an RGB cable or something like that to upscale it anyway. So yeah, and the awesome part about this is it also came with this. This is a Dreamcast controller complete in box, and it's not just the box, the controller is in there too. So yeah, look at that. Very, very cool. And I found all of this for only 7,200 yen, which is a little under $50, or at least it was at the time I bought it. Exchange rates are all over the place right now. Thanks, Trump. So yeah, finally own a Dreamcast at long last. Now, I don't have any way of actually using it yet. I still need to get the cables. Not to mention, I also want to get a GDMU, which will replace the disk drive with an SD card reader. So I'll be able to load up all the games I want off an SD card. And it's also region-free. The GDMU is also region-free, which is part of why I wanted a Japanese Dreamcast, because they're way cheaper than over here. A Dreamcast and a box controller for $50. Good luck finding a deal like that here in the States. Very happy to have found this. One of my favorite things that I found. One of the things that I really, really wanted before I left, and I'm happy I found a good deal. Speaking of things that I'm very happy that I found, I'm going to go ahead and show this off next because it's ginormous. This is a gigantic triple pack collector's edition box for If My Heart Had Wings, or, well, that's not its Japanese name, but that's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and try and show this off here in this video here. So as you can see here, it comes with the 3 main games. If My Heart Had Wings, Flight Diary, and Snow Presence, which isn't really a game, it's an audio drama, but it does come with a game disc. Anyway, so it just looks so beautiful in this box. Man, I love it. Got the little paper plane there. We got the glider here on top, and the main character Kotori there. So if my heart had wings is one of my top 5 favorite video games of all time. It was the very first visual novel I ever played. It ignited my interest and love for the genre. It's still my favorite VN, and yeah, I've loved it ever since it came out. I just love this game so much. It's a beautiful game with beautiful characters. And while I was in Akihabara, I went to a Mandarake, and I was just browsing the shelves, and at one point I look over, I was like, all I saw was that. And instantly I knew, wait, that's If My Heart Had Wings. So I grab it and I look at it, and it is complete, 100% complete. It is the Japanese version, and I've tried installing it on my PC, and it installed, but it doesn't play right because it's supposed to be in Japanese. I'm sure I can get a Japanese PC system to play it, and if not, it's fine because this still makes for a great display piece. And the real kicker for all of this, it only costs 5,000 yen. And I'm not here to, talk about every single thing I bought for how much it costs, but for a complete collection of my favorite visual novel of all time in its big, ginormous collector's edition for all of $30, I'm so happy, so excited. This is going to make a great display piece in my new house. So, yeah, that might be my favorite pickup that I got in all of Japan. Just because, in comparison to the Dreamcast, which I wanted one before I went there, and I was actively looking for one, I didn't even know this existed. I didn't even think of the possibility of picking up this game while I was there. I just saw it on the shelf, and I instantly wanted it. So, that might be why this is my favorite pickup, just because I wasn't expecting it, and it came into my life, and I'm so happy, and it's so good. I'm happy. I don't know what else to say. I'm happy. All right, let's go ahead and actually show off the rest of my stuff here. So, I have to save that for later. Let's see here. So, I found a copy of Mario Kart 64 on Nintendo 64. As you can see there, it was only 400 yen. I've had a hard time. I've had bad luck with Mario Kart. So I had the game growing up, obviously. Don't anymore. We must have sold it to GameStop. When I was going after my complete N64 collection, which I no longer am, but when I was trying to, I bought this game 3 times. 2 of them, I bought it off eBay, and they just never shipped it to me. They just refunded my money, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get it that way. The 3rd time, for some reason, they did ship it to me. But when it arrived, it was a reproduction cartridge, despite them advertising it as authentic. They even changed the listing after they shipped it, so it would look like it was always a repro. But thankfully, eBay support keeps track of that kind of thing. So when I contacted them, they're like, oh, yeah, they changed the page. That's a scam. So I sent that back. Regardless, when the game was fairly cheap, anywhere close to affordable, I kept trying to get, and I never could, and now it's just so expensive in English, I just don't want to anymore, especially when I plan on getting an EverDrive anyway. But when I was there, I found a Japanese copy for all of, $2.50? Kind of felt like a no-brainer to me, and it's in great condition, and it's Mario Kart. You don't need to read all the text on screen to enjoy Mario Kart. It's mostly the same in English and Japanese, so who cares, right? So, yay, finally own Mario Kart 64. It took so long to get. I found this Japanese copy of Final Fantasy VII. This is the game. So yeah, it's the same as the English version. Well, it's not the same. It's the original Japanese version. It's Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games of all time, and I saw this for, you could see the price, so I figured why not. Just a random impulse pickup. what are the odds that the very first book off that I walk into in Akihabara just happens to be one of the best in the whole country? Just all kinds of stuff. Like, it was like just floors and floors and floors of stuff, and all of them at really good prices. So yeah, who am I to complain? Anyway, picked up a Japanese Sega Saturn game, and this is Virtua Fighter 2. No particular reason I got this one other than I think that it's a good game. So my Sega Saturn is a Japanese Saturn, and I have really struggled to get it to play anything other than audio CDs. I do have a Satiator, so I can play any game I want, but the whole reason I got the Satiator instead of like a Fenrir or a Mode is because I wanted to still play the original games. But since it's a Japanese Saturn, it wouldn't play my American games, even with an action replay for some reason. So I decided I would go ahead and pick up a cheap Japanese Saturn game and see if I can't use it to fine-tune the laser on my Saturn. And in any case, that's probably a fun game, right? So that's my story for why I got that. I picked up a PC Engine game. I got Galaga 88. No particular reason, I just decided, you know what, I have Analog Duo now, so may as well pick up some more PC Engine games. So I saw this one, and Galaga 88, it's Galaga, so it's probably good. This one I'm happy about, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So this and another game, you saw the thumbnail, I've wanted ever since they came out, but I was kind of hoping to get it for cheaper than retail. And while I was in Japan, I decided, you know what? Why not get it in Japan? So I did. With the exchange rate the way it is, why not? It'll play in English just fine, and I got it for way cheaper than it's available here, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. Yeah, everything I've seen about this tells me it's going to be a game that I really enjoy. Probably Game of the Year 2023, so yay. This one was fun. So, I got my very first Virtual Boy game. I got, what is this? Mario Tennis for the Virtual Boy. Look at that. It is boxed. And by boxed, I mean, there's the box in the game. So, yeah, they kept the game behind the register, and they had the box out there on the shelf, and I just haven't put them together yet. But yeah, believe it or not, this is my very first Virtual Boy game I've ever owned. So yeah, I would love to get a Virtual Boy someday, but they are getting expensive even for the broken ones, like several $100s. So it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately. But when I get a Virtual Boy, at least now I have a game to go with it. And I'll probably put those together after the video. Let's see, picked up a few PS5 games here. So we got Bleach, Bleach Rebirth of Souls. So Bleach is my wife's favorite anime, and we were in Japan and we saw that this was on a shelf, and this is her game. This is hers. This is for her to play, not me. So come on, we had to get some stuff for her. You think that we would only get stuff for me? Don't be silly. Anyway, here's the other big game, Astrobot. Ah, man. You have no idea what joy it brought me to see a DLC did not win Game of the Year, and that it went to such a worthy winner as well. So, yeah, found Astrobot for PS5. Way cheaper than what you can get in North America. Not as cheap as I would have liked it, but it's fine. It plays in English just fine, and it was cheaper than here, so I don't mind. And the spine is even in English as well. So it says Astrobot there, and then Astrobot in katakana underneath. So it'll look fine on the shelf anyway. So yeah. Mario Wonder and Astrobot. I was very happy to find both of those for really good prices, and yeah, I'm so happy I have them now, and I could finally play them after wanting to for years at this point. One more game that I wanted to show off that I got, Splatoon. This is the Japanese version of Splatoon. I still have my American version back there, the one that I bought on launch day 10 years ago now. There's really no reason to get this. Are there 2 discs in here, actually? Hang on. It's having a hard time getting out. No. It was just having a hard time getting out. Sorry. So yeah, no particular reason to get a Japanese game. Wii U's are region locked, so it's not like... And plus, this is an online-only game for the most part, so there's not much of a reason to get it. But I saw it on a store shelf for all of 200 yen, and I decided at that point, why not? For, what, $1.50? I'll get it. Sorry, microphone. So that finishes off the games that I bought, but I do have some other things that I want to show off. Some game-related and some not. So, I'll go ahead and show off this pile next. These are the audio CDs that I got while I was there. So, first of all, we got this soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Really beautiful soundtrack. Look at that. So my wife actually spotted this on the shelf, and we decided to pick it up. And yeah, it's in great condition. If you know anything about picking up stuff in Japan, everything is in immaculate condition. Even the stuff that's considered junk. My Dreamcast was considered junk, and it's one of the nicest looking Dreamcasts I've ever seen. But if you buy it in anywhere other than junk, it's pretty much perfect. It's like buying it straight off the store shelf in the first place. So yeah, one of the few Final Fantasy VII related musics that I was missing, so happy to pick that up. We also got this CD for Bleach. What is this? Bleach the Blood Warfare original soundtrack 2. Again, wife is a Bleach fan, and this is a Bleach CD that she didn't have, so that's hers. And then these next 2 are, well, they're really similar to each other. We got the soundtracks for Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI, and these are actually the original printings of these soundtracks. These are not the re-releases, so these were the ones that originally released alongside the game. I'm not sure exactly what years, but yeah, they're the original ones. So Final Fantasy V looks like this. It comes with this manual, with some really beautiful artwork inside. And then it's not the double-sized jewel cases, it's 2 normal-sized jewel cases that fit side by side inside of the slipcover. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I've wanted more Final Fantasy soundtracks for a while now, and man, I'm glad that I saw these on the shelf where I did, because these were super cheap. And you know, that's more Final Fantasy music for me to add to my collection. I love this one for 6. I love the music from 6 especially. 6 is widely considered the best, or one of the best, of the Final Fantasy games, and of course all the Final Fantasy music is worth listening to. Man, I love this artwork. It's so nostalgic and so beautiful. So yeah, got this nice little booklet with all this art in here. And then of course the this is a double-sized jewel case, so you can see here. So yeah, it comes with, having a hard time opening there. It comes with 3 discs total, and I am very much looking forward to putting these in my computer and listening to them. Terra's theme is, it lives rent-free in my head. Okay, well that finishes up my CDs. And finally, I'm going to, this is not exactly video game related, but I figure a lot of you might be interested in seeing this. So yeah, I watched a video a number of months ago encouraging you to watch Star Wars in Japanese at least one time. Because if you do, it comes across as an old samurai film. And I thought, that's a great idea. So I picked up Star Wars. So here we have the complete saga box set. If any of you own the Blu-ray, this will look familiar to you, except that it is this wide, it is ginormous, and they actually give each film its own individual plastic flipper here. So yeah, and it does also come with 2 or 3 discs worth of bonus features as well. I'm looking forward to playing this. This is the Blu-ray, and it is region A, but that's fine because it'll work just fine in my North American player. North America is region A as well. So yeah, I got the Star Wars Saga on Blu-ray, which is episodes 1 through 6. And because it's my favorite Star Wars film, don't judge me, I also picked up The Force Awakens on Blu-ray as well. So there you go. This is the slipcover, and that is the movie underneath. And yeah, I'm still learning Japanese. So I think that one of the most effective ways, I guess, of learning another language is to watch a movie or a TV show or something that you're already familiar with in that other language. So it'll help you to catch on to phrases or words or something like that you're already familiar with in your language when helping to learn another. And for some reason, Star Wars is not actually available in Japanese on North American DVDs and Blu-rays, or even on Disney Plus. I looked. So to me, to watch these movies in Japanese, you gotta buy them in Japanese, which is fine with me because they were cheap. These are so cheap over there. A really effective way of watching them. Very happy to add them to my collection, and it's cool to think that the next time I binge the movies, it's going to be watching them in Japanese. The original saga and episode 7. I didn't bother to pick up the others. And finally, got this big boy here. This is pretty big. This is, as I understand it, the first season of Bleach on DVD. Again, for my wife. And it comes in, let's see here. What is this? 5 or 6 different cases like this. Each case has a DVD inside with 4 or 5 episodes, something like that. DVDs cannot hold anywhere close to as much information as Blu-rays can, so amazingly, this is just the first 24 episodes. It's not all that much. And it is Region 2, so it will not work in the North American DVD player, but I do have a Region 2 Japanese DVD player already that I imported to watch Pokemon, so there you go. She can watch it, no issue. And that'll bring my game pickups video to an end, plus a few other things. Again, I have a lot more that I picked up in Asia that I'm going to be showing off in another video in the future, so be on the lookout for that. I'm just so happy with everything that I got. That ginormous If My Heart Had Wings collector's edition is probably my favorite. I also love the Dreamcast. I love the Virtual Boy game and Mario Wonder and Astrobot. It was a tremendous trip. It's true what they say. Everything in Japan is a lot cheaper than here. Not as cheap as it used to be because of all the tourists. But, you know, it's still nice to be able to go there and find some insane deals, find a lot of stuff you never even thought to look for really good prices, and let's just say it was a lot of fun packing up, coming back, and trying to make everything fit. Well, that brings this video to an end. Thanks everyone for watching. Please let me know what you've picked up lately, and the next time you see a Game Pickups video, it's going to be in my new house. So yeah, this is going to be the last one that you see here. That's kind of crazy to think about. Now I need to figure out where to put all this. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.